Simmons 9500 Nova winch. Don't you forget it.
Let us get this thing done. What do you think? How long do we have to get this job done?
We have 45 minutes because I'm on my lunch break.
And I have a day off. It is Tuesday, March 2nd.
Sunny and no wind, you guys. This should sound good.
We have cucumbers growing on the hood of the Jeep Wrangler.
I love me my cucumbers.
And today we are gonna be going from that to that. Whoa, didn't actually appear.
No, Greg.
It's
You're
gonna
not the
take some
magician.
editing.
Come on,
Let's
get
it
started.
done.
Where are you going?
Just want some shade. Throwing shade left and right.
Come over here, buddy. Alrighty, you guys. What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the Garage Couple. My name is Aleen. I drive this JKU.
And my name is Greg, and I drive this TJ Rubicon on your left.
And on this week's episode, we are installing a Simmons 9500 Nova winch on my JKU.
Now this is all part of our Overland build for this vehicle, so if that sounds cool to you, check out our channel as well as like, subscribe, and comment on the video with mods that you'd like to see next.
Wow.
Don't get the train. So let's get to it. It's not going to take more than simple hand tools, a little bit of my wife's help, a little bit of my own help, and one Jeep Wrangler, the hardest part to acquire.
That's about it. Alrighty, so as Greg gets our beautiful box, it's a little bit heavy, let me tell you a little bit about this winch. So, it has ultra fast line speeds, which is super important. It's IP67 water resistance, which is important if you are overlanding or if you're in an area where it rains a lot, which isn't the case here, but we like the water resistance. And it has industrial grade controls. So we are super excited to get this thing put on as this build continues. And more.
Take a look at this box. Now that is some heavy duty packaging, and why don't we go ahead and open it now?
My mistake, it's Pro 9500. Got that little Pro in there.
So normally Aleen unboxes the parts for her Jeep and I do for mine, but this thing is pretty heavy.
What are you saying about these muscles?
Those muscles are meant for...
Yeah, that's right, stop there.
Just stop right there. All right, go ahead and pop this open. Bring the camera over.
Wow.
So this is the last time that you're actually gonna see your Jeep without a winch on the front.
That's right, once again, I think Greg is about to get jelly.
So
belly.
Let's show what's in the box, but right before we do, I know a lot of people are concerned about how much it actually droops when you put it on. So just to give you a reference, this is what we're looking at. I will grab some measuring tape and I will measure from the top of the wheel to the lowest part of that inner fender. And I'm gonna do it again at the end. How does that sound? Sounds pretty cool, huh?
Pretty sus. That's what all the new kids are saying.
So here is what it looks like right out of the box. Why don't we go ahead and take it apart? Now, if you followed along on our Jeep Wrangler TJ, we have this worn winch. We have this worn winch on the front, but you actually have to remove the bumper to actually install it. Now, lucky for us, we don't actually have to remove the bumper to install it. We purchased this bumper on Amazon 5 years ago, and we're super happy with it, and we're gonna be able to install it without removing. You're only gonna need some simple hand tools as well as some basic electrical tools, and you can get the job done ASAP.
All of our favorite mods on both of our Jeeps, along with the products that you are going to see today, are going to be in the link below. Make sure to check out our Amazon store for everything that you're gonna see today, along with our favorite tools and everything we use in the garage.
Anything you see on our Jeeps will be in that Amazon shop below, so check it out. Also check out Aleen's sweater. That is some Garage Couple merch. All of our merch is available for sale in the link below, as well as directly on YouTube. Show us your support, get some of our merch, and hey, we might even send you some free handwritten decals and letters.
Handwritten decals?
Handwritten decals and printed letters.
You do that, babe. You write them.
Alright, starting from the top. Now this is coming from a company that makes extremely reliable winches, and they're like a manufacturer that has their winches relabeled as other manufacturers. Like, it's almost like the Kirkland, what Kirkland is to Costco. Now these units are really reliable, and if anything goes wrong with ours, you guys will be the first one to know about it. So stick around so you can see how it holds up over time. Now this is the remote control over here. Looks like a nice 2 up and down function. It looks like you're gonna have to hold it for the continuous function. 4-prong connector there. Looks like it comes with this hook that attaches to the end of the cable line. We got some of the heavy duty bolts and nuts and washers and all that good stuff. Here is your fair lead. So we opted for the stainless steel. Here's our fair lead right over there. Weighs a good amount, maybe 10 pounds or so. Who knows, we might eventually convert this thing to synthetic with an aluminum fair lead, the same way we did on our Jeep Wrangler TJ. Next is the actual meat of the install. Check it out. Look at
fillet.
Look at how humongous that is. Why don't we go ahead and take it out? That is a really large winch.
Wow. Woo.
So we just realized we might have an issue here. This actually might not fit with this grill that we have on. So we might actually have to swap grills back to the original in order to run this. But why don't we just keep going and let's find out. This is a lot longer. This is a lot longer than I thought it would be.
Wow.
So I just want to show you guys how this stacks up to the Warn 9500. Why don't we go put it side by side? Wow, looks to be roughly the same exact size. For some reason that looks so much smaller once it's mounted on the Jeep. Why don't we go ahead and test fit this? Don't forget, I forgot about measuring the clearance. We're looking at 7 3/4 of an inch. 7 3/4. Let's slap the winch on and see what happens. I'm gonna try to test fit this at this point in time. It's gonna definitely be a struggle. We might even damage some of the powder coating here, but there's only one way to find out if it fits. Now this thing weighs probably, I'm not exactly sure how much it weighs, but I'd guess somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 pounds, maybe 80 pounds.
So as you can see, the winch doesn't particularly fit with the stinger. So we are gonna remove the stinger, perhaps change out the grill eventually, but we definitely want this winch going on today.
Why don't we cue all the, oh my god, the angry grill is the worst comments.
Cue them, there we go, thank
Cue
you
'em.
guys.
Let's hear it, let's hear it below, guys. Let's hear how much you hate it.
Who knows, your wish might actually happen because we want a winch. Let's do it.
So fortunately, removing the stinger is easy work. This bumper actually comes without a stinger and you attach it later using 4 bolts. This is a size 5mm Allen key. And on the bottom, I will just be using an adjustable wrench. And let's get the job done.
As Greg is removing that stinger, want to let you guys know we have a coupon for you guys if you are interested in this winch, you guys, or any of the winches that they have on their website, which we are linking below. It is 25% off. The coupon code is the word garage. Thank you guys so much for that coupon code, and I hope our audience enjoys the new winch.
All right, took out the 8 bolts. Now, say bye-bye, stinger.
Oh boy. That's
Yeah.
coming back on. That's not
No,
going
it's
permanent.
going on this one now.
Okay, relax.
Who thinks the stinger would look better right here? Just slap on a little bit of duct tape.
Bring it back.
What do you think?
Looks pretty good.
Pretty good. Aleen had to hop back into class, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna cut these cable ties. That is the ground and the positive lead. Cut those. Pretty heavy duty. These are some gnarly wires. I'm just gonna run them down the back before we position this thing. Easy enough. Now let us know what you guys think. I'm gonna try to put the stinger back on, but there's a pretty decent chance it doesn't go back on. Now we have our set of hardware. So here's the hardware. Let's go ahead and open that up now. Very next thing I'd like to do is grab all of the nuts that come with the kit. There's 4 of them. Just grab all of those and just go ahead and drop them into their respective slots. This is so that when you adjust them, when you put the winch into its position, look, as you can see, they just slide right in, and that actually holds it for you. So there's 2 on the front and 2 on the rear. Now that those nuts are in place, let's go ahead and bring our winch into its location. And what we're gonna do is try to push it all the way towards the vehicle, all the way back, so we have a chance of using our stinger. Now the reason we're encountering this issue is because of this grill. It actually protrudes quite a bit. We like the grill, but yeah, it's causing this issue. We'll just go ahead and see what we can get away with at this point in time. So now you're gonna go underneath and just screw these in. If you're lucky, you don't have to remove your bumper.
Greg is tightening those bolts down. It looks absolutely amazing. And then we're on to some wiring, and then we're wrapping up with some cake, because it's time to celebrate. All the bolts are tightened. Now it's time to install the fair lead.
Let's do it. The fair lead is on. Now Aleen had to step back to her class. I'm gonna try to put back the stinger just because we love the way the stinger looks. Let me do that now. Not the prettiest job, but it will do for now. I was able to put the stinger back on. Man, that looks amazing. Why don't we go ahead and measure what the height is at the fender? Let's see, earlier, what was it, 7 3/4? Let's take a look. Again, it looks like we've dropped it now to 7 and a little over 7.5. So we lost about, what is that, 1/8? We lost about 1/8 or so. It was just a little under 7 3/4, and now it's above 7.5. So it's like somewhere between the two. Not the worst. So just a couple tips and tricks while doing the wiring. Just want to avoid warm structures like the coolant hoses, as well as the exhaust pipes or the headers or anything like that. Just go ahead and take your time and do this thing piece by piece. Let's go ahead and just pull it up. We can go ahead and fish the rest of this from the inside. Just taking my time doing it one at a time. I brought the red one up right between that location. I'll zip tie it into place once I'm all done. But now it's time for the black one. Lastly, grab yourself a 10mm. I always start with the negative terminal first. Let's go ahead and loosen that one. And now go ahead and plug in your new winch. It's as easy as that. So go ahead and plug in the negative terminal first, and then go ahead and do number 2, the positive terminal. Don't forget to zip tie everything at the very end, and you will be in good shape. The terminals are connected. Now I'm going to go ahead and undo this rubber holder that it comes with. Now one thing I gotta say is this thing has been packaged really nicely. So let's put it in neutral, which is that mode right there. And let's slide it through our rollers here. Alrighty. I'm gonna just pull out a good amount just so I could reel it back in. Now, just want to give you guys a heads up. You want to make sure to put some preload on this thing, as well as wear gloves anytime you mess with steel wire. It frays and it could hurt your hand. And also have your car running whenever you have any kind of load on it. But if you don't have a load on it, you can go ahead and just plug in the remote and go from there. Well, why don't we do this together live until Aleen comes? I'm gonna go ahead and plug. I have not tried this yet. You guys will see this with me live. Looks like a solid waterproof connection here. Let's open that thing and slipped right on. All right. Wish me luck, guys. There we are. And it works. Amazing. Aleen has been working this entire time, so I'm extremely excited to see what she thinks as soon as she comes out. I'll definitely catch her reaction on camera. And as she mentioned, don't forget to check out the link below. they are willing to give 25% off to our viewers, which I think is one heck of a deal given the price is already pretty good. Last piece to the puzzle. Let's put this hook on and pass this pin through and open up the edges, and that is it. That is the entire system by Nova Winch. Let's see what Aleen thinks. Alright, I hear footsteps. Let us go get Aleen.
Yeah?
Hey, are you done?
Yeah?
Alright, why don't you feast your eyes? Take a look.
Wow. Alrighty.
What do you think?
Let me get a closer look. Let me get a closer look.
Did you think that it would be done?
Wow. Wow. Wow.
What are your thoughts?
Sick.
Hey, your stinger's back on.
It is back on. I had faith in you, Greg. I knew you'd be able to do it.
Why don't we have some fun with it?
Wow. Wow.
All you gotta do is plug this guy in. Why don't you grab your remote?
Wow.
Don't touch anything just yet. Let's put this guy into neutral. Could you flip that lever for me, the silver one? There we are. No longer in neutral. Alright, why don't you pull me back in?
This is my car, huh?
Just leave that in your car. I think we have a happy camper. What do you think about your stinger?
I'm glad it came back on. Everything fit perfectly, just tucked in neatly.
Had to do a little bit of magic here and there, but definitely got it to work.
I guess the magician is back. All right, Greg.
That looks so good, and honestly, I can't believe you also have a winch now. If we ever have to take that front grill off though, we're just gonna sell the car. What do you think?
Sell your own Jeep.
Oh wow, you called me out. It's a Jeep, not a car.
That's right.
Mahalo, everyone.
Look at that winch, you guys. It looks absolutely insane. I am so excited to test this thing on our next trip. Hopefully very soon. Thanks to Greg for finishing that job up also without me. Love it. Do not forget, if you guys are in the market for a winch, we have a 25% off coupon. So the coupon is Garage. Very nice. Appropriate for Garage Couple. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for all the amazing content. Make sure to check us out on Instagram at Garage Couple. And we will see you all soon. Just check out that winch, you guys.
That is the real deal, everyone. So stoked. Thank you so much for watching me. And see you next time, California.
Cut that.